Hi everyone, welcome to my first video on my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be taking this YouTube a little bit more seriously. I put a TikTok out asking for you guys to leave me comments and questions for me to answer, because in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do like an everyday but glam kind of look, and I will be answering questions from you guys at the same time. So I've screenshotted off my phone as I'm filming on my phone all the questions from my TikTok. I didn't leave it up for that long, I didn't get that many because I wanted to get on with the video, and I sent them through to my laptop so that I can read the questions off of my laptop. So without making this intro far too long and very boring, I'm going to dive right into showing you how to do the natural everyday glam and answer all of your questions. So before we dive into answering some questions, I'm just going to prep my face with this simple hydrating light moisturising cream. This is obviously to just moisturise my face. I will also be using this Makeup Revolution mattifying primer because I do get a bit oily and sweaty in some areas. So while I'm just moisturising my face, we'll answer the first question. This question was asked by Holly Shackleton on my TikTok. She's one of my close friends. And she's left us with a juicy question today. The question Holly asked and wants to know the answer to. She asked, who is my least favourite TikToker? I mean, trying to cause a scandal on my first video or what? This is actually a hard question because I feel like I appreciate most TikTokers and everything they do, from like everyone who makes different videos kind of thing. That everyone makes different content and I appreciate every single one of them, even if it's not something that I'm into. If I had to choose, now using this just to remind you, if I had to choose a few TikTokers that I do not like, I don't think there's any UK TikTokers that I don't like. So the first TikToker that I do not like is Trisha Paytas. I'm really sorry if you're a like Trisha Paytas fan, but she really gets on my last nerve. She's such an attention seeker and she literally chats absolute shit 24/7. She claims to have so many different diseases and things wrong with her. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. An extreme amount of attention seeking. Like, she just really rubs me the wrong way and I do not like her at all. Shit, what was I saying? Honestly, I don't think there's any TikTokers that I don't like. Like I said earlier, I appreciate like everyone. My teeth are yellow. Anyways, moving on to foundation. I am using the very busted up NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. As you can tell, this is when I have tan on. Not my shade at all. It's very yellow undertoned, and that is for when I have tan on. I have quite pink skin because of my acne, but this is what we're going to be using. I'll just blend it all the way down here so that I look tanned. I also forgot to say I'll be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and these don't look like the same shade, but they're pretty similar on the face, and the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So taking the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Natural, I apply this under my eye here. Look how yellow that is, but whatevs. And just a bit on the edge, a bit here, and a bit on my chin. I'll do that on the other side. But the next question that someone asked me is, which brand would I love to work with? And that is quite a hard question because I think there's a lot of brands that I would love to work with, and I think a lot of people would love to work with, and it would be amazing. So it's hard to choose, but I think one brand that I do stand by and love is Doll Beauty and P. Louise. They're two of my favouriteest brands ever. I think to work with them two brands would literally be like a dream come true. Also, I'm taking this like slightly damp, it's kind of not damp, I didn't fully dampen it, but I cannot be asked to go dampen it. Beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend away. I'm not even matching it to my neck because you know what? I don't care. I hope people don't come for me because of the colour of my concealer foundation. So now I'm looking yellow. I need to get more yellow and cover myself with foundation. I think some other brands that would be really good to work with, but that would be more of like a bigger dream, is like Morphe. I love Morphe. This is a Morphe sponge which I'm using to apply my foundation over the top with. But yeah, they're the brands that I feel like I would love to work with most. Imagine I get loads of hate. I look like Simpsons. Oh god, this foundation's getting it everywhere. It's all in the back of my hand now. I'm now going ahead and taking the Makeup Revolution concealer, which is the lighter one, and brightening these areas again with concealer, but in a lighter shade, as the yellow concealer that I used was to more cover dark circles and dark spots on my face. So I'm using this concealer and brighten. I'm then just going to take my middle finger and tap in the concealer all under my eyes and bring it up like this side here to make it more lifted. I feel like tapping it in with your finger really gives it like a flawless finish. Like matte and dries have never looked as good as when I started doing this like technique, and I can't remember what it's called, like who created it, but it really does work. Like, and I stand by this like pattern technique with your finger. So I think that's like my base creams anyway, pretty much on. So next I'll take my RCMA No Colour Powder and set my face, and we will move on to the next question while I do so. So I just take that on the flat side and pack it under my eyes like this, and then down the side of my nose like this. The next question that someone asked is, what would my ideal first date be? God, why is there dust flying past the camera off this powder? As someone who is not into dating, to be honest, my ideal first date would probably be like the cinema. No, that is so basic. I don't actually know. That is such a hard question. Oh, I've got it. My first ideal date would literally be a walk along the beach and watching the sunset and drinking Starbucks. Yeah, that would be my ideal first day. A walk along the beach. I just like things minimalistic. I don't like anything too full out. If someone doesn't give me what I want, then they're not right for me. I'm so bad at this like whole YouTube thing. Like I actually don't know how to talk or anything. Next we'll be moving on to brows, and for brows, oh, I didn't even get the stuff out. Anyways, I've gone. I use the Revolution Pro pomade in the shade medium brown, and then I use the Revolution Pro eyebrow pencil, also I think in medium brown, and I take for my pomade the Morphe, oh bloody hell, Morphe M158. For my brows, I take the pomade and just rub it in the brush like that and soften it up, make sure my brush is like loaded full of product, and then scrape off the excess off the sides. Thin point, start filling them in from the end, then forwards. Someone asked me and really wants to know the answer to. Also, excuse this on the back of my hand. I can't see what I'm doing. I'll have to hold this up, I'm sorry guys. What is my favourite takeaway food? And honestly, that's a good one because I love takeaway food. I'm such a fatty in disguise. I'm so sorry about the lighting in this video. Look, it's doing it again. Moving on, basically, what was even the question? But I absolutely love takeaway food, and honestly, I feel like that's all I eat. I've also messed up my eyebrows up the top, but oh well. I asked, what is my favourite takeaway food? My favourite takeaway food has got to be Chinese or Indian. I am fully obsessed, and when I say obsessed, like I mean obsessed, with sweet and sour chicken and chips and gravy with chicken chow mein noodles and egg fried rice. That is the nicest thing I've ever ate. Also, I don't think I've blended my... Oh no, criminal. I haven't blended my... this literal video is a mess, but you know, it's fine. We will move on. Hands are shaking. It is what it is. I don't actually stress about it. So yeah, I love China. Oh, I've literally went off on a rant. I love Indian. Like keema naans from Indian, like the naan bread is the nicest thing, like literally ever. If my eyebrows want to make a fool of me today, that's what they'll do. Why is my camera going like that? Like, it's actually not. The lighting is shocking. It's come back after I've had a mental breakdown of my eyebrows. I have now taken the white shade 0 P. Louise base on the back of my hand in a little dollop like that. Then I'm mixing in the shade 3 because this is too dark to carve out my eyebrows with. So I use the white to lighten it and I just add them both together like that. Then mix and carve out my eyebrows. I just take it, as you can see it's a bit lighter, and carve out the underneath of my eyebrows to just neaten them up a bit. Get like the shape right. This is how it looks. I'm just gonna blend that out and tap it in with my finger. After I've carved them out, I'll just take the translucent powder on the same brush that I've just used and press underneath of the eyebrows. I am now going to be moving on to my contour, bronzer, blush, things of that nature, and I will be answering the next question. So to sculpt out my face, I'm going to be using the Morphe M448 brush and this Morphe palette. I don't know what it's called. It's a face palette and basically got them inside. It's got like a contour shade, 2 bronzers, a brightener, 2 highlights and 2 blushes, all in different shades. And it was, I think it was around £28. I'm not exactly sure, so I would check on the website if you wanted to buy it. It is so good, so affordable, and obviously you can use it for all them different things that they've got inside. It's so practical. But the next question that I got asked while I take the contour shade in the palette, I got asked was what my favourite style of dance is. If you didn't know already, I am a dancer. 5 days a week, obviously due to Corona, we have not been in the studios. We've been online, which I haven't been doing. But yeah, my favourite style of dance is actually commercial and jazz. Jazz dance is very, like, out there, big. I'm such a big character and the styles jazz and commercial is so big and like out there that it just fits me so well. They're just what I'm strongest at. I'm not being shy at all with the application. As you can see, I love a very sculpted and bronzed face. If that's not what you're into, obviously you can tone it down a little bit. But personally for me, I love the really bronzy, like defined contour. So yeah, and I've been dancing for about 10 years, 11 years, 10 years I think it is. I also contour my jaw and bring it up around the back of my neck. And it's just to add a bit more definition and colour to my neck and jaw area. That's what you should look like now. You should have a very dark bronzy base with your eyebrows on, literally in love. So the next question, while I'm just quickly blending the rest of this out, that someone asked was, what is my favourite TikTok dance and can I show yous? Of course I'll show you my favourite TikTok dance. Basically, my favourite TikTok dance is, how does it start again? I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it, but where it goes, and found me a, oh, how'd it go? Found me a lover who can play the band. He's kinda quiet, but his body ain't. Spend the days dreaming and the nights away, doing things you know we shouldn't do. It's like that, it goes like that, something it's like, Yeah, I love, that is my favourite TikTok dance at the minute. So next I'm going to be taking this little fluffy brush. It's just a random brush, I think it's off Amazon, and dipping into the contour shade again. This is where all becomes a reality, making my big, hefty nose small again. I really go in there, as you can see. I'm not afraid to use the product. So my nose now looks like this. And then I take this big brush and I pinch it just a little bit and try and blend as best as I can everything around my nose out. And I don't mind like a tan nose, like I'm really not bothered. If it's not blending out to how I like it, which it at the moment isn't, I take a bit of the like banana powder and use that to like lighten it and blend it out as much as I can. Obviously, it's gonna look ridiculous. That is how I do it. Like, make it tiny. I then dip my little finger in the translucent powder, pat that down the middle and on the tip, like that, and get a bit more. And I do that and leave it there. It looks like I've been sniffing a few lines, but we move. So yeah, and I always say yeah after everything. Why do I always say yeah? Literally, yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, so yeah. Not on. Jokes. So after that's set, I just use this brush again and just lightly dust away the excess product that is around my nose. Moving on to bronzer and blush, I use the Milani Baked Blush and Baked Bronzer in the shades 02 Rose d'Oro and 05 Soleil. So they are what I'm going to be applying now. As I was saying before, Boohoo Man is literally what I live in, but if I had to choose, excuse me, if I had to choose a designer brand which I like the most, I feel like that designer brand would probably be Calvin Klein. Does that count as designer? Because like, I love Calvin Klein. I am a bit obsessed with Calvin Klein, to be honest. Like, I do love a good Calvin Klein boxes, tops, like all that jazz. I love Calvin Klein. So if I had to pick a designer, if that counts as designer because it's not Gucci, that's my favourite. Sorry about it, but I'm basic, I know. Shoot me. Now just taking the blush, and I do not put blush on the apples of my cheeks. I think you're criminal if you put blush here. Literally just put a bit of blush and merge it into the contour and bronzer up there. Just because it adds a more natural feel to this. So I think what's next? Am I actually nearly done? Have I really nearly done my first YouTube video? What do you even do next? What have I forgot how to do? I've literally forgot how to do makeup. What do I do next? Nowhere. I'm so proud of myself. So I'm taking my mum's crusted busted eyelash colours. Just curl away. The next question is, someone asked me what like my dream job and what I would like to do when I'm older is. So my dream job is actually to be a reality TV star. That is like my number one dream, is to be a reality TV star, because I mean, why not? Like, I think I could be a very good reality TV star. I think the nation would love me on TV, not gonna lie. I am hoping to move away to London and train in a performing arts like university, and I really would like to work on cruise ships and do, sorry, I look like I'm possessed, do like backup dancing for singers on tour and stuff, and in music videos, like all of that I would love to do. Boris is opening clubs soon, like just wear this quick, easy, shitty glam and go get shit faced. We're now going to apply the lashes, and I'm using Dull Beauty in the style Brandy XL. These are the lashes that I'm going to be sticking on today. They're quite small, but still glam and natural. Also, I'm using the Duo Lash Glue, the best glue ever. It comes with the little brush applicator. So while I'm just putting this on here and waiting for them to dry, I'll answer my next question, which was, what is my dream holiday? Which is a very good question. So my dream holiday is definitely to go to the Maldives or Maldives. However you say it, that's my dream holiday. I also really want to go to Dubai and Bora Bora and, oh, I forgot that place called. I want to go to Zante as well. I'm sorry, big party weekend, like, so want to go there. Obviously, I want to go to Ibiza when I'm 18 because I'm so British and every single British teen wants to go to Ibiza. Yeah, I want to go to Ibiza next year, maybe. Need to get myself a job first. Then you just like bend your lashes like this and just plop them on. I just close my eye and hope for the best. As you can see, it didn't work out. But just keep pushing them down. Eventually, you'll look like this. Joking. So just keep moving them around until you're happy with the placement. And then let me like push this side down. I think I'm happy with the placement of that. And then I like to nip them together to try and make them look like they're actually growing out my eyeballs. Why do I always have a struggle with my inner corner of my lashes? Don't have any source of income. I do not have a job, which I should. McDonald's turned me down. Embarrassing. Card factory turned me down. Literally, I cannot get a job anywhere. And I've already planned to go to festivals and go to Ibiza and go on holiday and everything. And I have no source of income. These are the lashes on. They are very fluttery and soft and they're quite natural, like, but they're also pretty glam. Do you know what? This video was a mess. I've just realised I lost the clips of my lips, but all I used was a nude Doll Beauty lipstick with peaches and cream gloss. But it's my mess. I'm quite proud of how it looks, if I'm being honest, even though I literally had a meltdown earlier. But I don't really know what to say. Like, this is the end. If you've made it to the end, if you made it to me saying these words right now, please subscribe and leave a like. Turn on your post notifications to be notified every single time I upload. But I think that is all I have to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.